And I was telling my wife, that was just 60, 70 mile per hour winds. Imagine a big hurricane, and then a week later we're getting ready for this hurricane.
So you guys lost power with Irma. Do you have it back now?
Yeah, we have it back. We had it. It just went for 3 days, but we still know people that've been without electricity they still don't have electricity today.
Now, getting ready for this hurricane, have you had any problems finding food, finding supplies, finding gasoline?
Well, Puerto Rican people, once they hear about the hurricane, especially the older folks that have been through other hurricanes. I've been here 17 years, never been through a hurricane. Strong one, like just Irma's like the strongest we've been through. So if they said the hurricane's coming like 3 days, all the canned goods are gone, water was gone, so we had to go through many places to find water. We still didn't find some canned goods that we wanted to have, but we found some stuff that was just left over. So it's like everywhere, almost gas is done. And although the governor did say there's supplies left over, we still have like a few weeks of gasoline, but there's no, and the gas stations are basically out.
We're still a couple of, but 12 hours from the bad stuff really coming on through here. Where are you going to ride this out? You and your family, you got some pets as well. What are you guys going to do when stuff really gets bad around here?
Well, we're in a condominium, Waldorf Tower, here in Isla Verde, which is about 2 miles off the coast. And they have a big, awesome hallway, which has no windows, just doors, and the apartments are pretty far off. So we're just in a concrete area. We're going to be in the apartment, maybe till the winds get a little bit stronger. We'll go into the hallway and just stay there, not even look out for 10 hours, 12 hours, just make sure it's done. Be in touch with the Weather Channel if we still have internet. And we have our cell phones charged, our computers charged. We have everything charged just in case.
Well, hey, David, good luck to you. God bless you.
And thank you.
All right.
Be blessed.
We'll have more from preparations in Puerto Rico coming up after this.
It's 6 a.m. 40 million Americans are waking up to a Gillette shave. And at our factory in Boston, 1,200 workers are starting their day building on over 100 years of heritage, craftsmanship, and innovation. Today, we're bringing you America's #1 shave at lower prices every day, putting money back in the pockets of millions of Americans. As one of those workers, I'm proud to bring you Gillette quality for less, because nobody can beat the men and women of Gillette. Gillette, the best a man can get.
Heat-trapping warmth, canvas toughness. For $110, you've got it in the bag. Cabela's Mountain Trapper Sleeping Bag. Great price, lifetime guarantee. Only at Cabela's.
As hurricane season continues, there is one place to turn to and to trust. Preparing you to stay safe, keeping you ahead of the uncertain. Experts breaking down the science behind each system.
As long as people are dealing with a hurricane, I'm going to be standing right here making sure they stay safe.
Every season, every storm, every time you watch. Trust in the Weather Channel. Current
Tonight, partly cloudy skies. A stray shower or thunderstorm is possible. Low 60. Wednesday, thunderstorms. Wednesday night, partly cloudy. A stray shower or thunderstorm is possible. Low 59. Winds light and variable. Here's our 7-day outlook.
Today's Best Western is more rewarding than ever. Rewards members get our best rates and points that never expire. Fast forward to a free night by earning double rewards points with every stay. Go get rewarded. Book now at bestwestern.com.
When you've been making delicious natural cheese for over 100 years like Kraft has, you'll learn a lot about what people want.
Honey, do we have like a super creamy cheese with taco spice already in it? Oh, thanks.
Bon appetit.
Okay.
They games are starting. Which one do you want to watch?
Oh, how should I know?
Could you help
Guys,
me out here? What?
Guys, may I?
Yeah.
Dish has something for this.
Whoa. Tennessee game's real close. Switch to that.
No. We can give you all of them. Look.
Oh, that is great.
We got to do this again tomorrow.
Dish has the most college football with the SEC, Big Ten, Pac-12, and Longhorn networks. And don't forget Sunday. Sign up now and get NFL Red Zone from NFL Network included at no extra charge. Dish, tuned into you.
I count on my Dell Small Business Advisor for tech advice. With one phone call, I get products that suit my needs, and I get back to business.
Hi, so I just got off the phone with our Allstate agent, and I know that we have accident forgiveness. So the incredibly minor accident that I had tonight.
4 weeks without the car.
Okay, yep, good night.
With accident forgiveness, your rates won't go up just because of an accident. Switching to Allstate is worth it.
I want the most out of my health and life, so I trust Nature Made vitamins. Because they were the first to be verified by USP for quality and purity standards, and because I recommend them as a pharmacist.
Nature Made, the #1 pharmacist recommended vitamin and supplement brand.
Buy a pre-owned vehicle with confidence with a GM factory certified vehicle from Beckley Auto Mall.
All of our factory certified vehicles go through a rigorous 172-point inspection, a bumper-to-bumper limited warranty, and much more. We also carry a large selection of pre-owned vehicles from all manufacturers, and a Carfax is included. Our goal is 100% credit approval.
Remember, drive with confidence with a GM certified vehicle from Beckley Auto Mall.
At the Point of Eisenhower and Robert C. Byrd Drive, or shop 24/7 online at BeckleyAutomall.com.
Everything has changed, and for the better.
That's what I'm talking about, baby.
Experience the new Suddenlink and check out our exclusive web-only offers.
That's 1-800-731-6857. Online at burncage.com.
Every season, every storm, every time you watch. Trust in the Weather Channel.
We have a tornado threat for the northern plains today. Right now, a tornado warning, in fact, in North Dakota, and a watch, meaning there could be more of those in parts of North Dakota, eastern parts of North Dakota, South Dakota, western Minnesota. I've given a tornado condition index of 5 for those areas, and after midnight, these storms could go east of that. There could also be some tennis ball size hail and 70-mile-per-hour gusts. In fact, the storm with the tornado warning has had tennis ball size hail with that. It's west of Fargo, North Dakota, east in the warm air, east of a cold front. We're talking about a tornado warning for Barnes County in North Dakota. Areas just to the north and east of Litchfield, heading northeast at about 40 miles per hour. The circulation is back right in about there is where the rotation is. It's back in behind the rain, so the tornado, you might not see it coming. It might be what you call rain-wrapped, coming up toward areas just to the west of Cuba, North Dakota, across Nelson at about 459, Marsh 508, and then coming up toward I-94 Alta area at about 519. A pretty strong rotation at times in this red and green couplet area coming up toward the Nelson area. So far, it's indicated by Doppler radar. I have not seen debris signature with this, but we'll continue to monitor that for you. Of course, we're monitoring the tropics. Let's go to Chris for that.
All right, thank you very much, Dr. Forbes. So we're going to go right now live to St. Croix, and wind's been around 29 miles an hour. And you know, you have boats at anchor, also, you know, boats on the hook, as it's called sometimes. It's going to be very interesting to see if these boats are going to last. And the other thing, too, which is scary to think about as well, is the fact we might not know for some time because instruments, cameras are likely to be blown out and destroyed potentially as this Category 5 monster hurricane moves through these areas. We know there's going to be devastating impacts. National Hurricane Center is talking about possible catastrophic impacts from this storm. And because we're talking about islands here and losing power, it's going to be difficult to grasp the full scope of what happens after this goes through, because it seems huge.
It's going to take helicopters and people actually flying in and coming in to actually see, because communication will be down for who knows how long. And here it is. Here's Hurricane Maria right now, 165-mile-per-hour winds, but notice Cat 5. That is the highest level that you can have.
And we can see the eye of it right here really easily. There's St. Croix right there, the U.S. Virgin Islands. And then eventually it's going to go right over Puerto Rico, and that is where Paul Goodloe is right now. And we're going to check in with him in just a little bit. But looking a little bit closer, again, the U.S. and the British Virgin Islands, St. Croix, in line for this huge storm. And now if the eye goes right over the island, there's going to be a point where most of the island, just looking at the size of this thing, will be in the eye of the hurricane.
I mean, look how clear it is. I mean, that is such clarity right there, and it's been that way for the past 24 hours. So there has been nothing to drop it off. There's nothing to weaken it whatsoever. It's actually been intensifying as we get through the hours.
Intensifying is scary to think about. And the worst of the weather is going to be in the eye wall, so the edge of the eye. And if you're in the eye, it gets calm, completely calm. And you might think it's over, you go outside, but it's not. What you just had that was bad could be even worse on the backside of it afterwards as this goes through. And already the radar is showing that some of the most intense rainfall. Imagine, we know thunderstorms, when those come through and you have a lot of red in there, how intense that is. But we talk, bring it to a hurricane, it's just many levels higher.
Yeah. And then here you go. There's San Juan already starting to see some of the impacts, some rain from the first outer bands. We're taking a look at the history. This is the hurricane track since 1950 in Puerto Rico. You've seen 28 hurricanes total. What's impressive is that 15 have been major hurricanes at Category 3 or higher.
And what we just heard from a gentleman that Paul was talking to, they've already had a lot of trees down, power outages, and what Puerto Rico got from Irma, nothing like what is about to happen with this storm overnight and into tomorrow morning. Hurricane Hugo in '89 was the last major strike there, and unfortunately, I do not see any reasonable ways that this storm misses Puerto Rico.
Yeah, I mean, they have 500 shelters. There are 3.5 million people on the island, with much of the focus on the northeast side of the island. Unfortunately, this is a bad situation, and we're going to continue tracking Hurricane Maria after the break.
Currently in our area, 75 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. Tonight, partly cloudy skies. A stray shower or thunderstorm is possible. Low 60. Wednesday, thunderstorms. Wednesday night, partly cloudy. A stray shower or thunderstorm is possible. Low 59. Winds light and variable. Here's our 7-day outlook.
I'm meteorologist Paul.